Hello, how are we doing today? My name is Spectrum Dominus, and today we are sorting cards for grading purposes. Now, today we've picked a box off the pile, off the pyramid. In fact, this is a box we picked off the pyramid before. We did half the box in a previous episode. We've got this much left, so I will be able to go through that much. So I picked a second box over there off the pyramid. I'll set a timer. In fact, I'm going to start the timer now. This video will go in the range of 30 minutes. When that timer tells me we're getting close to 30 minutes, I will wrap it up and we'll continue that second box in a future video. Now it looks like if you've done this in the past with me, usually they've been all different sets, small groupings of over here, like you can see it, small groupings of different. This looks like it was almost either duplicates of a set I was building, or I was starting to build a set. But this looks like the whole stack is one set, and that box, the whole box, is one set. So I was building sets, I think, here. We're tearing the sets apart. I don't collect sets anymore. Maybe one day when I'm rich and have room, I will start from scratch collecting sets, but I don't want to do it with previous collections anyway. So we're just going through this. I don't expect to find much in these. Well, I should say I don't expect to find much in the first grouping. That one over there, if I'm building a set, may have the cards in it. We'll find out. So here we go. This first one is 89 tops. So there are some decent cards in 89 tops. The one in particular we would be looking for, I don't know why I didn't put this, 89 tops, bam. The one in particular we'd be looking for is Randy Johnson in his Expo uniform. Rookie, we got Chipper Jones first, Jim Abbott first draft pick card, Chipper Jones first draft pick card, stuff like that. So we'll see if we have anything like that in here, or if it's just a matter of, hey, that can go into my PC. Bob Brower, Dan Plesac. Highly doubtful I'm going to get much. This is going to be a quick Jamie Moyer flip through. I won't even be saying everyone's name. I'll only be stopping when I have a little story to tell or something. Paul O'Neill. But this is Mike Stanley, Billy Ripken, Bruce Fields. Yeah, this is some of the boring videos. I'm air quoting boring, except I'd have to take my hands off the cards to do that. So you get that, what I'm saying by that, though. Mitch Williams. A lot of this is probably stuff, if there were stars in here, I would have pulled them in 1989 when I was doing this. So, Andy Allenson, Paul Kalingas, Ron Hassey, Larry McWilliams, Bill Doran. The fact that I'm seeing two in a row makes me think that it's not a set. This is like just dupes. Mike Scott, Jeff Parrott, Mike Aldretti. I know I have this set in factory set form. A lot of these cards have factory set form, and we will be doing them in the future in factory set form to pull all the good cards. But I liked buying card packs, so I would build a second set that way. That's just something I did as a kid. Fernando Valenzuela, Gary Pettis, Terry Clark. Reds leaders with Eric Davis on the cover. Larry Sheets, Pascal Perez, Nick Leyva, Jim Eppard, Kelly Gruber, and Ron Robinson. So, grab those. Next stack. Randy Bush, Astros leaders, Harold Reynolds, Mike Marshall, Randy Velarde, Harold Baines, Mike Stanley, Luis Alicia, Andres Galarraga, Mid Carter, Jeff Musselman, John Candelosi, Jimmy Williams, Teddy Higuera, Kurt Stillwell, Terry Taylor. No, not that Terry Taylor. That was not the Red Rooster. Ken Gerhardt, Tom Candiotti, Frank Tanana, Paul O'Neill, Bob Welsh. I'm also seeing the same names over and over again. Bob Welsh we've seen again already. We've seen Paul O'Neill we saw. Willie Ashley, first number one draft pick, did not pan out, but that tells me that there are number one draft picks in here. Phil Bradley, Tigers leaders, Randy Myers, Don Slaught, Joe Heskett, Mike Maddox, Danny Gladden, Alvin Davis, Sid Fernandez, Jay Tibbs, Mark Davis, Jerry Reedus, Kelly Gruber, Bill Duran, R.J. Reynolds, Dave Henderson, Mike Henneman, Mike Witt, Bruce Benedict, Lou Whitaker, Jay Howell, Red Sox leaders, Pat Sheridan, Tom Herr, Kurt Manwaring, Danny Darwin, Dave Rigetti, Andy Hawkins, Jeff Reed, Craig McMurtry, Orioles leaders, and Louis Polonia. Right, about halfway done with this stack. Steve Jeltz, Chuck Finley, Bill Swift, Ty Griffin, that was someone we chased back in the day, never panned out. Joe Morgan, Jamie Moyer, Danny Darwin, Ron Tingley, Todd Stottlemyre, Jerry Don Gleaton, Harry Steinbach, Charlie Polito, Jody Reed, Roger McDowell, Dan Plesac, Ken Phelps, Roger Craig, Jimmy Jones, Brett Saberhagen, Ken Oberkfell, Jose Uribe, Bob Brower, Mike Sosha, Scott Medvin, Gene Walter, Dave Martinez, Ciso Guante, Mike Capel, Ron Oyster, Ron Kittle, Nelson Liriano, Bruce Benedict, Craig McMurtry, Greg Brinley, Ellis Burks, Melinda Perez, Mike Morgan, Jim Linderman, Rafael Santana, Rance Muckins, Rick Mahler, Jeff Reed, Eddie Winston, Bruce Ruffins, Rick Sutcliffe, Mickey Tendleton, Checklist, Andres Thomas, Dave Henderson, Tom Foley, Jerry Brownie, Doc Edwards, Todd Worrell, Joel Skinner, Juan Castillo, Todd Furworth, Bobby Witt, Randy Reddy, Luis Salazar, Bruce Fields, Dan Pasqua, Danny Cox, Bill Schroeder, Russ Nixon, Jeff Russell, Mickey Brantley, Sherman Jimenez, Billy Ripken, and Dave Clark. Alright, almost done with the 89 tops. About 2 stacks with this many left in it. Alright. Got Bud Black, Donnie Hill, Greg Harris, Pete O'Brien, Mike Greenwell, Brian Harvey, Bill Wilkerson, Carmen Castillo, Floyd Bannister, Willie McGee, Argentus Salazar, Stuart Caliburn, Tom Niederfer, Rick Gedman, Whitey Herzog, Dave Magadan, Yvonne Calderon, Al Leiter, Randy St. Clair, Dwayne Murphy. We'll get Yo for that checklist. We will do that. Dodgers leaders, Kevin Seitzer, Jim Ganter, Don Baylor, Ernest Riles, Dave Schmidt, Willie Frazier, Rick Leach, Jose Cecina, Dave Johnson, Alvin Davis, Zane Smith, Stan Jefferson, Doug Jones, Roberto Kelly, Pat Broders, Storm Davis, Jamie Quirk, Scott Geralds, Terry Kennedy, Pete Incavilla. At this point, the best people we've seen are Andre Scalaraga, Sid Fernandez, Pete Incavilla, Louis Polonia, Jay Howell, Dan Gladden, Eric Show, Twins leaders with Greg Gagne on the cover, Mark Guberza, Chad Kruder, Albert Hall, Greg Gross, Frank DePino, Jerry Reed, Jose Oquindo, Rod Nichols, Moose Stubbing, Matt Noakes, Rob Murphy, Donald Nixon, Carmelo Martinez, Israel Sanchez, Tom Prince, Paul Oshemacher, Mackie Sasser, Mariners leaders with someone on the cover, Jose Guzman, Chuck Krim, Jim Wallawander, Lance Parrish, Steve Curry, Brian Harper, John Perlman, Doug Drabeck, Mike McFarland, Steve Peters, Mickey Hatcher, Steve Shields, Hubie Brooks, Jack. He looks awfully young there. All right, I'll take the time, guys. We have time in this video. I'm going to find out. That is Jack McDowell. Is that a Jack McDowell rookie? 1989. Let's see. It doesn't really matter because I'm going for the McDowell, not the 89 Topps. Jack, what number are you? 486. Jack McDowell. Let's go to 88. I have 88 already clicked, like I've looked at. He has an 88 Donruss, 88 Fleer, 88 score, and 88 Topps traded. So this is his first Topps card. But seeing as he got score, rookie, and trade, a regular Donruss and a regular Fleer in 88, and he has a Topps traded card, I'm going to go with, I can justify it as a rookie, but it is not a rookie. And because it's just I can justify it, we're going to move on from that. But I was a big Jack McDowell fan. Kevin Kaufman, Dwayne Henry, Dave Vale, Don Hinkle, Dwayne Ward, Al Newman, Kurt Manwaring, and Wally Backman. All right. So that took slightly over 10 minutes, which means we have plenty of time to do some more in the next box. Let's see what we got in the box. What's in the box? I'm going to start at the back and work my way forward. It looks like it is a Donruss set, which means that the front would be all the rated rookies, which means that the front will have all the best cards, which means that next time we do this in a video, I'll get better pulls. That's not necessarily true, but we'll find out. Let's see. Hold on one second. Let's look at the back. 669, 660, 650. Yep, I was building a set here. I very much expected that was the case. All right, we got Jim Clancy, Doug Piet, Omar Vizquel, Rick Sutcliffe, Glenn Allen Hill. Oh, by the way, it's the 1992 Donruss set. I don't even know what's in this. Gary Farshow, Tony Fosis, Jack Howell, Jim Campaninis, Chris Gwynn, Jim Lieritz, Chuck McElroy, Sean Berry, Don Slott, Rusty Meacham, Scott Terry, Ramon Martinez, Keith Miller, Steve Frey, Bob McClure, Ced Landrum, Doug Henry, Carl Willis, Jeff Montgomery, Craig Shipley, Warren Newsom, Mickey Morandini. Mickey Morandini. All right, then we got Brooke Jacobs, Ryan Bowen, Bill Kruger, Roy Malacote, Doug Jones, Cecil Espy, Randy Velarde, Bruce Ruffins, Dave Hollins, Dennis Martinez, Larry Anderson, Mark Guthrie, Alfredo Griffin, Pascual Perez, Gene Nelson, Gerald Williams, Chris Cron, Steve Buechele, Paul McLennan, Jim Linderman, Pat Hentigan, Jaime Navarro, Steve Wilson, Henry Mullins, Jeff Frasero, Sid Fernandez, Steve Farr, Sean Abner, come on, give us someone. Julio Franco, Mike Sims, Joe McGrain, Alejandro Pena, Jose Mesa, Gary Cooper, Carney Lansford, Carlos Hernandez, Howard Farmer, Mike Stanton, Brian Hickerson, Roger Clemens. There we go. Roger Clemens makes my PC. It is that's why the last card, because it is a BC3 Roger Clemens Cy Young Award winner. It is an insert set at the end of the set. We're going to stick that into my PC because Roger Clemens is. We're also going to take the Rod Carew puzzle pieces, stick it with the other puzzle pieces out there, and we are going to put together some puzzles someday, guys. We're going to do that. But let's continue with these cards, see what else we get. All right, we get Tom Foley, Dave Cochrane. No, I did not say Dave Cochrane. Cochrane. Whatever. Edwin Nunez. That guy's name is Cochrane. Rance Mullins. Carlton Fisk as a White Sox. I remember that. That is one of my guys. You know what, guys? This is not how we do it. This is not how we do it. I do not take cards from my old collection and bring them into my new collection. I've never done that, and I almost started doing that now. It's one thing if it's a card that I want to get graded, but if I want these cards in my PC, that's just going to sit over there in my PC, I have to buy a box and I have to pull them myself. That's how we do this. So the Roger Clemens went back. So did the Carlton Fisk. The only thing we're really looking for here would be any rookie that is like, okay, let me get that graded because it's a guy. Charlie Hayes, Jose Canseco would go in my PC, but we're not doing that. And Andujar Cedeno, Javier Ortiz. It also makes it so that when I see one of these boxes online, it justifies me going and buying one. I want these cards. Even though I look through the checklist and say, hey, there's nothing really there worth getting graded. That doesn't mean there aren't cards I can't add to my collection this way. So, Rudy Senez. There's a checklist for Yofro. Dwight Smith, Walt Terrell, Dave Howard, Jack Doherty, Jim Ganter. It also means that there are stars going into the sets that get sent out when people buy them. Trevor Wilson, Ryan Sandberg, Gerald Alexander, Mike Huff, Von Hayes, Derek Bell, Mike Stantley, Kevin Mitchell, Mike Jackson, Dan Gladden, Jeff Innes, Bob McDaniel, Jose Tolentino, Frank Thomas, Daryl Hamilton, Kim Dressendorfer, Jeff Shaw, Donald Arthur Mattingly. That's my guy. Andy Moda, Jim Gott, Stan Royer, Marvin Freeman, Brent Knackert, Carlos Quinata, Sean Dunston, Danny Cox, Darren Lewis. Highlights: Pena, Merker, Wallers, 3 make no-hit history, a 3-man no-hitter. Franklin Stubbs, Chris Donalds, Dave Wells, Mike Aldretti, Randy Myers, Willie Randolph, Joe Solarowski, John Wetland, Wilson Alvarez, Wally Ritchie, Mike Mussina, I don't know. We're in the 600s. Mike Mussina does not say rookie card. Let's check. His 91 Donruss looks like what? Okay, he has a score, first round draft pick. He has a Fleer Ultra update. He has a 91 Upper Deck draft pick card. He does not have a Donruss card. This is his Mike Mussina rookie. It doesn't call it a rookie because he had cards on the previous year, but that is the first Mike Mussina Donruss card, and it is his rookie season. Yeah, even his score in that one, he has a score update, and his score from that is a rookie prospect because it's listed on the card as a rookie prospect. Yeah, that's a Mike Mussina rookie. If you guys don't know, Mike Mussina is one of my 5 pitchers that makes my starting lineup, makes my all-time team. And get that one graded. Nice. Mark Leiter, Gerald Perry, Matt Young, checklist for Yofro, Scott Hedman, and Dave West. That's why we do it. That's why we do it. I got a Mike Mussina rookie just sitting in the box there. People are like, so what? It's just a Mike Mussina rookie. And a 90-89 Donruss card. You know, it's not really that big of a deal. You're right. You're absolutely right. Rod Beck, Dave Valley, Chris Jones, Mark Carrion, Bo Jackson, Chris Bozio, Jesse Orozco, Joe Orsulak, Gerald Young, Wally Backman, Juan Bale, Mike Sosha, Greg Swindell, Terry Leach, Scott Aldred, Greg Brenly, Phil Plantier, Curtis Wilkerson, Mike Fetters, Frank Castillo, Joe Boever, Kurt Manwaring, Wilson Alvarez, Gary DeSorina, Frank Viola, Manuel Lee, Stan Belinda, Eric Davis, Darren Holmes, Mike Bordick, Lee Guterman, Malindo Perez, Dickie Thong, Mark Salas, Milt Thompson, Mo Vaughn. That is a Mo Vaughn rookie. It's got to be. That has got to be a Mo Vaughn rookie. And I'm sitting here going, does it matter, though? Does it matter if that's a Mo Vaughn rookie? Because if it just goes in my collection, I'm not going to get a Mo Vaughn rookie graded. So if it's just going to my PC, then I need to buy a box of 92 Donruss. He has 90 score. No, that's not. That is not. 90 is... Yeah, his rookie is the 91 Donruss. He's got a rated rookie card. That's right. I knew that. You are so bad at this all of a sudden. You knew that. Jim DeHaces, Rick Garcias, Spike Owens, Tracy Jones, Greg Maddox, Carlos Martinez, Neil Heaton, Mike Greenwell, Jim Schrafer, Mike Sharpson, Wade Taylor, Jerome Walton, Storm Davis, Geronimo Pena, Juan Guzman, Pete Schureck, Todd Benzinger, Billy Hatcher. All right. Yes, it's possible that a Mike Mussina rookie and a bunch of puzzle pieces is all we're going to get out of this. But we are about halfway through the set. This will be our last little stack on this video. We'll save the rest for the next video. Vincente Palencia, Tim Burke, Randy Tomlin, Kenny Rogers, Brett Butler, Pat Kelly, Bip Roberts, Kevin Bass, Ron Karkovice, Paul Gibson, Bernard Gilkey, Dave Gallagher, Bill Wegman, Pat Borders, Ed Winston, Gilberto Reyes, Russ Swan, Andy Van Slyke, Wes Chamberlain, Steve Crichton, Brian McRae, Rich Rodriguez, Steve Decker, Chuck Knobloch. We'll give that to Shane. Bobby Witt, Eddie Murray, Juan Gonzalez. I do believe that is a Juan Gonzalez rookie. I could be wrong. I thought the Mo Vaughn was a Mo Vaughn rookie, but you know, you never know at this point. Keep looking. Juan Gonzalez. Let's look at 1991. And let's see a Donruss card there. He not only has a 91 Donruss, it does not say rookie. When is Juan Gon's rookie? Oh, he has a rated rookie in 1990. Wow, you're way off. Scott Ruskin, checklist, Royce Clayton. Rated rookie, Royce Clayton. Dan Wilson. Graded rookie, Kim Baptiste. This must be the start of Series 2. This is the beginning of Series 2. Sam Militello. That was one of my guys. I was trying to chase. I wanted him to become big. I was a Yankee fan, and he was a young pitcher. He was going to be good. He wasn't. Jeff Nelson. Tino Martinez. I wouldn't get it graded. That would definitely go on my PC. It's worth buying a Series 2 now. I can get a new Mussina rookie. I can get the Don Mattingly's in there. The Tino Martinez. Everything we've seen up to this point. That's not true. Everything we saw except for the first few cards of this handful. But Reggie Sanders, Lance Dickerson, Ozzie Smith, All-Star, Chris Sabo, Bobby Bonilla, all All-Star cards. Ryan Sandberg would go in, Ozzie Smith, Tim Leary, Brett Saberhagen, Rex Hudler, Chico Walker, Kurt Stillwell, Tony Gwynn. Looks like I want a Series 2. Lloyd Mosby, Mike Schuler, Joe Granny, Doc Gooden, Oil Cam Boyd, Jeff Reed, Dale Swearin, Josh Uribe, Jeff Hudson, Ken Patterson, and Tom Candiotti. All right. That's kind of cool. I did like it. The only two cards we pulled out, one is the Chuck Knobloch we're sending to Shane. One is the Mike Mussina I'm going to send to get graded, although it is not the new bottom card. If you watched the previous video, guys, we did get a card in it that went into the board. So the new bottom card is no longer Sean Murphy. It is now a Ken Griffey Jr., the franchise insert from 1991. It is a subset. It's not an insert. But it's part of the subset of the 91 score. It's the franchise Ken Griffey Jr. I don't want to do the Mussina over that, so it will go into the sort into graded cards. And that will be it. And also we got a bunch of puzzle pieces. We have a lot of puzzle pieces. We got to see what we have, what we can put together, and I would like to do that. I'm going to do that on screen sometime in the near future. I'm going to build one, or at least figure out the dimensions of them so I can buy a frame that works for them. And then I'm going to put one together and put it in the frame and frame it. And I'm going to try to do all the puzzles that Donruss has ever done. I got to find out that information as well. But that is part of the plan going forward. All right, guys. That is it for this video. If you're finishing this video, the next one should probably be up already or very shortly, because I'm going to continue doing this for now. The next video, I'm going to do one of my classic sets. Let's do this one here, the 1992 Series 1 Classic. It's the white classic, so we'll look into that one. The set is, the game is still all there. I was looking through this stuff, and I did see that there is one that I started getting them in 1990. I have a 90 blue over there. We have the 90 yellows that we've opened, and they're already up in here. I do love these classic sets. The 89, there's an 89 orange and an 89 pink. The 89 pink specifically, I want to go get my hands on, and it's not really that inexpensive, so I will be buying some of these. I'm going to be going through and just buying up a bunch of the classic sets because they're fairly inexpensive. So I'm going to get as much as these different classic sets as I can get. So we'll be opening these for a little while going forward, but I'll make sure I always sprinkle other stuff in. So I'll see you guys in that video.